Hello, hello. Back with another Hunter solo GM run. This time featuring the indestructible, the immortal, the ability spammable Prismatic Hunter build with inmost light and crytarachne. Did I say it right? Is it crytarachne? Crytarachne? Whichever you want to say it. You know what I mean. Okay, so for this loadout, weapons are, to be honest, it's whatever. I consider the build good if you're not really that much reliant on the weapon loadout. Of course, some exotic armor loadouts are enabled if you have the right weapons, but I think the best of the best, the cream of the crop, are they're up there due to having no weapon loadout requirements. That said, I've grown to love this loadout specifically for Hunter this season. And it's not because of the artifact perks or anything. It's mainly because you can use Bastion both as a GM boss killer and as a champion killer. It works so well with grapple punch Hunter or just Hunters in general. I just actually realized this season and capitalized on it that Bastion has Trench Barrel and 1-2 Punch, meaning it will get a damage boost when you do a melee up close. And after you shoot the Bastion, the weapon, your next melee for like the next 5 seconds or so will get the 1-2 Punch treatment. So with this build, every time you use your grenade, grapples count. It's coded as both melee and grenade. You will get Woven Mail, which is a damage resist provided by the Strand subclass. And this season, it's very easy to get amplified, especially on Hunter, since you have the Ascension aspect, which is the activating your class ability in air, automatically makes you amplified. So you stack that with Woven Mail and with the Prismatic fragment for damage resist. I think someone did a math. That is like almost 90%. The damage resist cups off at some point, but when you realize it's 9%, to be honest, you can basically tank almost everything, even in a GM setting, except for things that really do ridiculous one-shot damage. I believe it'll be showcased here, but there will be parts of this run where we will be stomped face to face with the champion and the boss, and we will survive and barely take any damage. Okay. If only we can see all the active buffs, we can kind of I'll be more than happy to show the amount of buffs we get in an engagement with this build. So yeah, this build has less offense than the Sinto build, but of course, with you having an additional damage resist source, it enables you to be aggressive, since you're confident that you will not die. I guess one way to have the Woven Mail up more often than not is switching the heavy weapon to a strand weapon and activating the artifact perk to shreds, which kind of reads if you destroy a tangle or enemies affected by strand nearby, there's gonna be a pulsating Woven Mail in the area, something like that. So gameplay is quite similar to most of the Prismatic Hunter builds on our channel. VS Batton is our energy source. It will always give us orbs of power due to attrition orb. You can swap it with other special weapons to your liking, like the Void Sidearm for more consistent overshield. I just really prefer having orbs of power everywhere. Refills our abilities due to the leg armor mod and gives us Void Overshield due to the Prismatic fragment. So, take for example this one. Well, granted the champion was stunned, and the Bastion is more than enough to kind of one-shot it even without kinetic surge. Again, that's the trench barrel perk of Bastion at work. It has a different name, but basically the effect is the same. And that's kind of one weakness of this build, or not really a weakness, but a downside compared to the Sinto build. Your grapple punch is not as strong. It's still strong, just not as strong. And for my runs, I purposely don't go for fast clear. I want to showcase where one can confidently clear the ads. So for this one, I try to complete all ads before I get the ball and move on to the next phase of this room. Gonna be 2 brutes here. They're red ads, but still brute. They might as well be yellows. They might as well be majors or elite. Okay. You prep the champion, break his guard with Radiant. Use your heavy or your special weapon to break the shield, thanks to the Radiant. Then one shot of Bastion is more than enough to finish his champion off. And follow it up with a grapple punch. Sure. We use our power spike here with the stutter. All the champions are grouped up together. Easy break. The barrier is your priority every time an unstop and a barrier is side by side. You want to break the barrier first, because barrier champion is the more potent enemy that can kill you. Whereas an unstoppable, once you've stunned it, chances are it's gonna be stunned for a long time. So I grab the arc orb to spawn the next champion. It's another barrier, so I try to do my best to let it activate the shield as fast as possible. Bastion should be more than enough to kill it, or have it be close to finishable. And again, gold from lead is just an amazing artifact perk. It lets you use your heavy, or in our case, heavy machine gun as a as a primary weapon. This is why this loadout, the double special loadout, never did I feel in any of my runs this season, in all of GMs, not just inside tournaments, never did I feel the need to have a primary weapon. We always, thanks to the perks this season, and to kind of attrition orbs giving us maximum 3 charges of armor charge, it ensures that our finishers will always have special ammo. And after 3 to 5 special ammo pickups, you will get a guaranteed heavy ammo refund on your heavy. So if you need a way to clear ads and your abilities are not up, like the Stasis Shuriken, Ascension arc damage, or grapple, you can freely use your heavy machine gun. I believe on the latter part of the boss room, where you need to capture key plates, the enemies will spawn on the backside of the map. Some of them, the elite, the chunky cabals. Yeah, feel free to empty out your heavies on those guys. So this part, yeah, it's reversal. This is where you kind of assess what do you need before you go to the boss room. Is it ammo? Is it special ammo? Is it heavy? If yes, then maybe you need to do a bit finishers here. In our case, it's dark energy. So here I true one. This is Shuriken. It almost filled up our darkness. So we will have one more chance on this area. Okay, it's almost topped off, so you don't really need to, you know, to min-max on this. But I believe I will do so anyway. I'll throw Shuriken here. And yep, that topped off our transcendence bar. So we have 2 of our power spikes ready for fight, which is transcendence and fetter. Some cases it's good to do both at the same time to ensure safety and overall just power spike. More often than not, I would use Prismatic first, because once you use fetter, it will immediately fill up your transcendence light and or dark, whatever element you use. That's a mistake right there. Okay, this is good. There's still some enemies. I'm purposely leaving some enemies alive so we can activate Stylish Executioner. Okay, the damage loop should be when your grenade is up, shoot your VS Batton, which has Demolitionist. So shoot the grenade launcher and then grenade so that it instantly reloads the weapon. Then use Bastion to damage the boss, and if you need overshield, just pick up the orbs one by one. Just like that, our transcendence is already filled up. Okay, always have Ascension up for Amplify. Always throw your grenade when it's up for Woven Mail. Always pick up the Orbs of Power for Void Overshield. And with those 3 things, you're pretty much in God mode. Don't panic too much when your HP is red. As long as you know you're not close to a boss stomp or anything like that, you should be safe. Just like that, pretty much transition quite fast despite having a defensive exotic class item loadout. So again, this exotic class item, it may have like a defensive perk, but with this defensive perk, it allows you, the player, to be more aggressive. Thereby, in a way, kind of counts as an offensive perk. Feel free to move around if the chunky cabals are nearby. So in this part, kind of have to problem solve. Which do you go first? The cabal with the Nova boon, or the chunky cabal? I always prioritize destroying the Nova boon. Since we have all these damage resists, we're kind of confident that we won't be one shot by the big gladiator cabal. Okay, activate Tether because we don't want them going near our plate. Enough is enough. Just our guardian. If you notice, our heavy ammo is always healthy. We've been spamming it since earlier. Down 1. Down 2. Where am I going? Going for the 2 for 1. Okay, check out this part. We are low on Transcendence, but if we play our cards right, we should be able to fill up both light and dark very fast. Finisher here. VS Batton will easily fill up light. Activate Ascension. Don't use frickin' yet. Wait for like a good number of enemies to show up. That way you will ensure your darkness being filled up. Like so. There you go. That one. Yeah, so I know it's an APM intensive build and playstyle, but that's what I personally like. Hopefully that's also what the viewers would like. So as you're finishing the GM, don't kind of relax that it's about to end. Always have your buffs up as much as possible. Amplify, attrition orb for void overshield, and woven mail. Don't worry about the passive damage resist of prismatic. It will happen. Just think about that. You're already have that initial damage resist. Okay, this is good. They're all tethered up, and once you kill them on the last plate capture, the gladiator cabal should no longer spawn. Okay, and we just did. We cleared them. Nice bait of the stomp. You go near. Once you see the animation, you go back. They tether again. They're all bunched up. A lot of AoE damage. Another good showcase of baiting the boss stomp and then moving back at the last possible moment. Okay, this kind of ensures the run. You can grapple punch him now, but I think no need. Since you're safe. This build is always safe. The good of the build. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is one of my favorite builds. I just got this class item combination and I immediately uploaded the PsyOps short clip the other day. So yeah, this has been my other favorite build. Of course, Sinocep's build is still my personal number one on all three classes. Yeah, but consider this one. It makes you feel tanky, makes you feel immortal. This build has gotten my hunter some solo GM clears on the harder GMs like Scarlet Keep and the PsyOps, etc. So yeah, give this build a try and hope you guys have fun. See you on the next one.